start it again. Humidity 49, temperature 12.3 Celsius. Starting of the 500 calorie strip, second one today. Last one started 50 minutes ago and finished 24 minutes ago. Difference is talking with wife and doing things. Resistance has 300 watts. That's 1200 calories per hour. If I pedaling slower, the resistance will be higher. It means that the calories that needs to be burned is constant, regardless of the speed. But I still keeping a good 90 RPM speed, which pretty much means that in every second I turn 1.5 times the pedals. This is the key, because if I turning it half as slow to have the same power, I need to pedal twice as high force. So instead of 20 kilos or 25, I have to put 50 kilos onto the pedals, which should be very bad for my knees. The best thing is, if I'm running or walking, I have to turn my leg and my knee, say to follow the road, or just simply stepping into something or stepping onto the stone, slipping a bit or anything like that. And if I twist my knee, that can cause knee damage. But on this bike, it's impossible. Even if I push it extremely hard as possible, it's the same move, the same path. It's never changed. It's relatively low force inside of the knee, but there is a constant changing force, up and down, 20 kilos, 0, 20 kilos, 0. It's pushing the blood inside of my knee, and it's cleaning out the knee of the debris, and it's increasing the healing rate and getting rid all of the debris which is inside of the knee. And because it's always straight, there is no change, nothing changing, just going same paths always and always for hours. It's not too impossible to damage the knee. It's only healing. The reason why it's better than the swimming or the walking. Don't talk about the running. The running is a high impact activity. Very easy to cause very bad damage to the knee. One piece break off, going into the joint, and from that point of time it's only pain, nothing else, just pain. More and more damage and swollen knee, pain. It will be this big, and yeah. If I stop it for 2 weeks, I will go back to having pain in my knee. If I damage my knee, I sit onto the bike and pedal it for a couple of hours. It's immediately relieve my pain and clean out the knee, and in a couple of days all pain gone. If I'm waiting too long, then the recovery process will be longer. Say I get damage and I'm waiting a couple of weeks. It could mean that the pain-free state will come in a couple of months if I go back to the weekly, 2 or 3 times weekly exercise. So it's a never-ending story. I have to do it in the whole of my life. That's life. 134. Yeah. I'm a bit slow today for the second trip. The average RPM is only 87, so in every minute I turn 97 times the pedals, which is usually a bit higher, but the power is roughly the same. This bike I think has maybe 16, I'd say 22 power levels. What happens is basically when you change the power levels, you change the distance of the permanent magnets from the flywheel. But this is very tricky because it's impossible to set up precisely. So one of my issues, if I change my bikes, the resistance change. So the same, say 300 watts can be 10% higher or lower. So I have to find out what's the common or what's the same setting on the new bike like on the old bike. Honestly, this bike is quite good. I use it for more than 2 years now. I booked it second hand. The previous was a Nordic Track 6.7 I think, or something like that. And the Nordic Track had some issues with that series. And basically all of their bikes died in 9 to 12 months. What's happened is there is a free runner inside of the flywheel. So if you stop the pedal stops but the flywheel is still rotating. What's happened is it started to slip the flywheel, and because it was the components inside of the flywheel, it was impossible to fix it. I think I went through on probably 6 or 7 bikes, but this is good. This is a new series, and the flywheel and the free runner of the flywheel inside of it, it's going well, running well. There's no issue with it. Only problem is the seat. The seat is starting to wear, so cracks on it and stuff like that. But well, that's life. Okay, we are close to 200, 183, something like that, 10 minutes time. Basically 18.5 calories on average, which is a bit low. I usually can do a bit over 19 calories per minute, but that's life. I have 3 500 laps left. Today I have to do 2,500. Oh. Temperature 12.13 Celsius, 50% humidity. I have to do 2,500 because on Thursday I did 1,000, 2 times 500, and the weekly target is 3,500. Today is Sunday, so I have to catch up to finish the week. Okay, 2,002. 40%, 41 from this lap. The overall today's calorie on the bike is 700 calories. The weekly is 1,700. So I'm close to halfway the weekly target. $225 calories. Going well. So it will be roughly 26-27 minutes, the full 500 calories. And now I reached the 250. This is halfway of this lap. Today is 750, which is okay. The today's target is 2,500. The weekly target is 3,500, which means that I'm halfway of the weekly target, which is life. I read somewhere that the only way to achieve to have results on body weight by exercising, if someone exercising on a daily basis half an hour and hit at least 500 calories on that half hour. Yeah, so but I have no time to do it on every day, so I have to do it in 2 or 3 sessions. But I usually target to do more than 6,500 a week. But again, this week I just will hit the 6,500. Last week I managed to do 5,500. It's good, but over the 2.5 years since I targeted this much, 6,500 a week, I accumulated 20,000 calories of backlog, so I have to catch up. I already, these are the sicknesses, holidays and all kind of stuff with family, and I haven't had access to a bike. Usually I try to do exercise during those times, but I'm counting only the exercise on this bike to my balance. Otherwise I can lose it. I use the bike as a baseline. I can watch counting the calories as well, but I have to use the baseline, and this is my baseline. Roughly they're showing the same. 772 on my watch, 791 on the bike. The watch calculating it based on my heart rate. But that's in reality neither of them is showing the same, but the stop at the end of the day, the bike is not precise. It can change by time, however I think it's probably stay roughly quite stable. But of course my 300 calories is good, but of course my body can react differently for the exercise. A couple of years ago, the NHS updated their guidelines, saying that the only way to avoid the knee prosthesis or knee replacement, which means nothing else, just they cut out the knee here and here, drill holes into the bones and put an artificial joint, artificial knee onto the place of it. So basically they cut out a big part of the knee. Anyway, the only way to avoid that is the periodic exercise. Nothing else will help. Any other surgery, surgical cleaning out of the knee, medicines, painkillers, I don't know, glucosamine sulfate or whatever, anything that you eat, that you do regard of surgery won't help. Only strong hard exercise, and it's true. Nothing else helped to me as well. Only this exercise. My father reached a point when he needs a new knee. He had a knee replacement. My younger brother, 8 years younger than me, he reached a point when he really needs a knee replacement. Probably they will wait 10-15 years with that, and he will take a lot of painkiller. But yeah, that's it. He tried to run, failed. It was quite painful for him. They cleaned out surgically the knee, and they found out that the damage is basically very bad, and already the bone, the white stuff, which not ligament, is I forget the name of it, but basically the cover which decreases the friction, the white over on the end of the bone is gone, and it means that he has a hole basically inside of his bone at the knee, which is quite bad, and it's not so impossible to heal. Have to be very careful, mate. Very, very careful. Oh, I always remember ligament, but the ligament is the thing that hold together the knee. And osteoporosis is that osteo is the bone, so that doesn't fly as well. It's cartilage, yeah, cartilage or something like that. This is the end of the bone. Problem is it's very similar material like the bone, with very, very low amount of blood vessel, which means that it's healing as good or as bad as the bone, which is bad, of course. Okay, so it's 368 in 20 minutes. Temperature is 13.3, humidity 54. Humidity already increased by 10% due to the sweat. Temperature increased by 1 Celsius, which is not that, or 2 maybe. Anyway, above 40 is getting bad. This is the ideal temperature for exercise. Problem is, during summertime it's impossible to reach this temperature range, so next to air conditioning I need to use a fan. I don't know how they do it in the gym. In the gym, when I visited gym only once, the temperature was 22 something. Oh, it was too hot. It was impossible to exercise properly. There was no fans or anything like that. Temperature needs to be under 18 Celsius degree too. The preferable is 16. And even I'm starting to sweat very badly, so I can't avoid the shower. Okay, slowly I reach the 400. Oh, good. I really love this temperature. This is the best. Oh. 421 minutes 52 seconds. 100 left. It will be half 5 and something, 5 and a half, 6, depend on how well I do. I'm a bit slow today, but still I have to do 1500 more. I did on this week only 2000 up to this point. Sorry, 1900 up to this point. Right. Way better. On Thursday it was, I think, 16 Celsius degree. Okay, 427. Oh, good. Only 70 left. After that, 10 minutes break and continue. Still 1.5 hours to go. I mean 1.5 hours on the bike, pedaling. It's a little bit more because I keep 10 minutes breaks. So actually it's for a little bit, probably 2 hours when I finish it. Or 150, 90% done, 450 calories. Alright, 24.45 seconds, 24 minutes, 45 seconds. Alright, good. $470, 30 left, less than 2 minutes. Alright, 26 minutes, 477 calories. Getting harder and harder to talk. Temperature 13.5 Celsius, 55% humidity. Increasing quite badly the humidity. It's due to the sweat. As the humidity increase, the sweat has less and less capability to cool down the body. I need to start to fan, and at some point I will start the humidifier, air conditioning in the humidifier mode. Oh, I'm slow today. The average RPM is only 87. turn on the pedals in a minute's time. And it will be done, I think now. Let me see. 501. 27. Oh, it's done. 1000 calories today. Up to this point, 2000 calories on the week. 1500 left. Target is again not to lose weight, look better or whatever. Just simply to keep my knee in good condition and keep the capability to walk. If I stop it, I stop to walk. And of course, side effect is good blood pressure and so on, but that's not that important.